Hey people, Intro here, 2v2, Fend Unlock, blue team. Genki is a Hive Tyrant, a durable hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense, disruption and support, begins in melee with a basic synapse. I shall call you Eusebio. Alongside, Jeff is an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. On the red team, this fella, whose name I can't say, hopefully it's nothing obscene, as a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. Got the good old Black Legion here. Rounding off the teams, Finale's Farseer support hero fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control. The lighting is a bit different on a 2v2 version, eh? Pretty cool. Bit foggier, I think. Took a while to get his VP going here, the Chaos Lord fella. But he's on it. Looks like we have a natural in the southeast. Natural in the northwest-ish. So different from the 3v3 version, where the natural for the blue team would be here. Still got that contested in the mid, of course. Double termagants up for Genki. Howling Banshees in play for Finale. Chaos Space Marines for the Chaos Lord now moving forward. A cautious start from that Chaos Lord so far. Did not meet that Hive Tyrant in the mid, who's now rotating southeast to try and get a flank on some very pasty looking Eldar for those Tyranid fellas. Apothecary goes down. Guide on the Banshees. So dangerous in those first engagements, isn't it? The attack's now getting tied up in melee and chopped up in melee, dropping a couple of models. Big XP there for Howling Banshees, almost half a level. But the flank did come through from Genki. Nothing was wiped. May have got a few models here and there. And can now revive the Apothecary. Give it a big chunk of XP for it. 2-1 for red early on. The Chaos Lord has pushed all the way through. Decapping the wreck point. Trying to bash some power. Not the fastest bash ever. But he'll get it. Scouts and shotguns. Chaos Lord isn't afraid of any shotguns. But the heretics don't like him. 460 to 500, 2-1 still in for the red team. Did not go for that central VP, the Chaos Lord. Went straight for the power, which I think was the thing to do. VP is not super vital at this stage. Much better to get a power bash if you can. There may have been more gens here too. Heretics down to the aspiring champion, but they do make it out. Apothecary, of course, back to his feet. Shotgun blast on the CSM. They are also going to need to run, I think. Where's the Hormagaunt Brood? They are reinforcing. We've got a Ravner Brood up here for Genki. Double CSM, of course, for the Chaos Lord. There's a second squad there. Who's still in play, by the way, the Chaos Lord. Might be able to get a good kill the week on the termagants. Genki's trying to keep them away from him. So he can't do that. Kill the week is the starting ability of the Chaos Lord. Hitting all surrounding infantry and healing for each. Howling Banshees with aspect of fleetness here. Nothing else up yet for Jeff. Got the shotguns and the sergeant on the scouts though. Maybe some devastators to help control these Banshees. Hold the mid a bit. That was a Spirit Stone seal there from the Farseer. The spiritual rights. Can they cap the mid though? Banshees are going to try it. Eusebio the Hive Tyrant getting quite low. Ravner Brood could burrow strike something maybe. Doesn't seem like they want to commit to that though. Which may have been smart. Here's the Apothecary now. Farseer pushing all those guys off. Apothecary maybe thought the Hive Tyrant was going to be here. But he's backed off a bit. Assault squad on the way now for Jeff. These guys are going to take the garrison. Which may mean they eat a grenade. Which wouldn't be good for them. Guardians may wipe. You know, they did wipe. Those guys had battle equipment too. These guys now getting low. Finale taking his eyes off his Guardians a bit. Heretics able to get in, but they did get crippling poisoned by the termagants. So they both have the toxin sacks, they do. 402 to 500. No Eternal War for the CSM. No power spent by the Chaos Lord, aside from the aspiring champion in there. Gonna try and get this contested power point right in the mid. That's so close to the VP, isn't it? Maybe it should be moved up to this corner, but not sure. This wreck point's really close to the VP as well. Grenade on some CSM in the back. They did survive it. Assault squad doing a lot of heavy lifting here for Jeff, as they often do in Tier 1. Bully the back lines, soak up huge amounts of damage, and then if you've got an Apothecary, you heal them. Ideally with Purification Rites or something, they could try and finish off these heretics and get that aspiring champion, and they do it. Eusebio the Hive Tyrant levels up with improved synapse now. Will buff his little Tyranid friends. Is that red? Is that red synapse, the improved synapse? I think. Chaos Lord flees. We got some replacement guardians here for Finale. Wants those double grenades as an option, I guess. Where's the Farseer though? She is capping her natural VP back. Mid is going to turn blue then for a 2-to-1. Apothecary now with a customized Stormbolter can full auto that Chaos Lord's face maybe. Couldn't quite get the wreck point. Genki a little bit slow to react there. Didn't get the Crippling Poison in early enough, and the Hive Tyrant was still looking at the VP. There's a heal on those Termagants. Hive Tyrant getting through. Oh, he's chasing the Banshees. I thought he was going for those CSM there. Almost got hit by a friendly grenade too. Termagants off the field. Raveners off the field. Hive Tyrant still in play. What's he doing though? He's going for the Guardians, does he know? Now he's hitting the CSM. No, he's not. He's an indecisive Hive Tyrant. Old Eusebio. There he goes. He's going for those fellas. He's got his melee charge going on a bit. Didn't hit them though. Apothecary getting a bit low. Trying to get to that heavy cover. Took tons of damage trying to get to it though. Miscalculated move there by Jeff. But he survives. Still got Tax and Assault Squad in play. I was going to say, I think that's worth jumping. And indeed, the jump is there. Shouldn't be fighting the Chaos Lord though. There's a kill the week. They should be on the Guardians, I think, yeah. And kill them much quicker, which means your XP starts racking up. Jumps the other Guardians. But then switches target again. The Tax with their Sergeant. Doing some good range DPS. Killing another Guardian. And now the blue team can reinforce the mid again. Good play from Jeff, keeping the mid active and keeping it blue. Tier 2 for Finale, the last player to go. Tried to grenade the Chaos Lord. Did it hit him? I wasn't looking. I think it did. Chaos Lord goes down, in fact. Got such a dramatic Shakespearean death animation, hasn't he? 375 to 427. Spirit Stones reviving the Chaos Lord there. You can revive heroes with a heal, typically, but you don't get the XP for it. And they'll typically pop back up with very little hit points. Howling Banshees wiped there for Finale. We now have a Venom Brood with the ranged Synapse buffing the Termagants and the Raveners. Assault Squad jump. Did that hit them immediately when they dropped in there, that Blastmaster shot? Yeah, I think it did. That was nasty. They've got their Sergeant. They need a heal now, though. Apothecary, maybe? There we go. Got his combat stims. Power bashing Tyranids now. And they should be power bashing really quickly with these Venom Brood here. Yeah, that's a really quick bash from good range too. Farseer, level 2. Does she replace the Howling Banshees? Maybe, because you've got the Assault Squad in your face. And the Chaos Lord's gone double Markers each. No Mark of Corn here. Last Master with another decent shot. Drops in an Autarch. The Tax, only the Sergeant gets away. Tyranids with a mass retreat. Maybe they could have stayed in play there. Full auto on the Autarch. Sub-Commander for Eldar, providing some good support. A passive damage resistance aura around her. Only for Eldar, though. And she can jump around and stuff. Often dies quite quickly. We'll see how she does. What's this? Some scouts. There's that leap. Healing herself and any allies around. Also provides a damage buff when she lands. To that blue glow on her hands there. I'm not sure what the damage bonus is, though. Probably like 15% or so. 375. 362. Decent shot again by the Blastmaster. Eusebio's not happy about it. I think it's going straight for him. No, he's still chasing those CSM. There he goes. He switches targets. Then the Galaxy Burn going off in the mid too. Eusebio is dealt with. In fact, may go down if the Chaos Lord has a decent weapon. He's still got his default weapon. I don't think he can do it. No, and he turns around so slow. We got Crushing Claws in for Eusebio. And there's some tier 3s for the blue team. What is this? Autark still here. Farseer here. With Rune Armor now for Psychic Storm. Good special attack. And there's that Spirit Stone Seal helping out the Autark. Looks like Guide is on the Autark too. That should do more default damage than a level 3 Farseer. Almost goes down to the Tyranids shooting there so quickly. It's strange, isn't it? She's got 750 hit points, but she seems to lose health so quickly, like faster than any other hero or sub-hero. That they put the wrong armor type on her by mistake for the last 12 years or something. It's strange. Tier 3 for the blue team then is locked in. Anything queued up for Genki? Apothecary heals himself, continues capping. Nothing was queued up. Now tier 3 for Finale, looking for Seer Council and or Dark Creepers, I'm sure. I really feel like the Eldar have some really powerful tier 3 options now that those Dark Creepers were moved there and retooled a bit. Which they were kind of lacking, maybe, arguably. I mean, they had D-cannons and fire prisms, and the Seer Council were there, but now they have those heavy melee weapons. 316 to 362. Let the Galaxy Burn. Mostly dodged, but didn't want to stick around for the Autark, apparently. Could have stayed in play there, I think, at Genki, especially with the Crippling Poison. Just Crippling Poison at Autark, Crippling Poison the Farseer, then try to create some space. Wait for Eusebio to show up. Here he is, with the Crushing Claws. Grenade on the Space Marine, didn't seem too bothered by it, to be honest. Blastmaster gets another good shot. Oh, these are Vanguard veterans now. First Company Assault Squad with power melee weapons. They can also switch to a Power Fist. And I think that's a free upgrade now. Well, I guess side grade. You get the heavy melee damage, but you lose power melee, which can be beneficial in some situations if you're fighting infantry. Doom blasting heretics. Might need to run. Grenade did kill one. They do run. 8 hit points, 1 hit point. Down they go, though. Down they go. Carnifex on the way for Genki. And I think it should be a Thornback to charge these double CSM and stuff and fight the Seer Council if they show up. But we shall see. Finale goes for a Guardian Weapon Team. Maybe looking to get a Bright Lance going preemptively, although now he's seen this tank. Chaos Lord gives up and let the Galaxy Burn there. Definitely some anti-vehicle damage. The Blastmaster can damage vehicles. This indeed is becoming a Bright Lance, and she can guide it, the Farseer. Power bashing Predator tank, eh? Helps it get some XP, I guess. Does have the extra armor up too. And there's the Carnifex. Big old beastie with vehicle armor, actually. So Bright Lance will help with that as well. No upgrade for it yet. Eusebio the Hive Tyrant taking some damage. Get out of there. He's leaving. The Autark now has her fusion gun. She can maybe jump behind the tank, get some rear arm hits. Speaking of rear armor hits, look at this. Guided Bright Lance almost finishes off the tank. Vanguard veterans get the jump, but the tank does go down. Jeff not happy with it. Bright Lance escapes too. Maybe. The Assault Squad are trying to jump. It's a staggered jump though. They won't move until they all land. I wonder if that could be changed. It sometimes gets you into a huge amount of trouble. 258 to 260. Triple cap for the blue team. VP's very even, but maybe not for long, eh? Seer Council on the way for Finale. Jeff down to 2 units. Got another tank on the way. That was such a sneaky little Bright Lance positioning there for Finale, and the Farseer was in range for the guide. And now we have the Doombringer for Doom. The Doom guide combo is pretty nice. She's super energy intensive now. She has Fleet, Guide, Doom, Psychic Storm, and Spiritual Rites all to use with her energy. Got over 200 of them though. Terminators for Jeff. Yep. Storm Bolters and Power Fists. I almost said Storm Fists, which sounds like something that should exist. Saved the Guardians there with the Spiritual Rites. How much does it heal for? Healing for 15% of her maximum health, which is quite fun. And 175 to allied infantry. Doom on the Vanguard veterans. Not sure what the cooldown is on Spiritual Rites. I assume it's like 40 seconds. It might be 60 though. Autark almost level 2. She's trying. Great Unclean One on the way. Another Carnifex on the way. And there's the Seer Council. Terminators. Oh, well, hey, with the Heavy Flame. I don't get to see this very often. And they are being chopped up. They were trying to use Cleansing Flame. Didn't work out. And there's the Autark with that little heal. And the damage bonus on the Seer Council now. This is bad news for the Terminators. Vanguard veterans coming in to try and save them. Apothecary's off the field. A staggered jump. That's a situation where a staggered jump is perhaps nice and beneficial because you get the disruption over time rather than all at once. The Terminators do not make it though. They tried to save them. Couldn't do it. Grenade. Nicely done. Seer Council are still ripping stuff up. They might wipe these guys. There's the heal. They're staying in. Risky engagement for Finale. There's a shotgun blast. And now they run. Judged it well in the end, did Finale. He's a very experienced player. Autark flees. Looks like we have a Stranglethorn Cannon Carnifex. Not sure what the other one's up to. Where is he? Just hanging out. No upgrade yet. Decent VP lead now for the blue team, but Jeff is depleted down to 2 units. Seer Council, they deserve to level off that. They didn't quite level. The Farseer is down. Chaos Lord, got any other war gear? Nope. Trying to set fire to the galaxy. Only manages this particular area of the galaxy, but he's working on it. Great Unclean One is here. Super unit for Chaos. A greater demon that you can worship. Powerful combatant. Passively damages nearby enemies, which is bad for these little Tyranid fellas. And he's got some nice abilities like that. Big old Nurgle Vomit. Tying up the Carnifex, maybe. Or not. You have a Venom Cannon on the other one. And that was a Cloud of Flies. And there's the Foul Snare getting the Apothecary into all sorts of trouble. Can they take him down? Not quite. Does around, I think around 200 damage per hit, the Great Unclean One. Doesn't do any splash damage though these days. It does have that passive rot around him. See that green effect on that, on the Stern Guard, on the Vanguard there. Seer Council do level. Some Stern Guard dropped in. I'm not sure why they dropped them there. Like behind the enemy. Almost got wiped out. In fact, the Seer Council are still chasing, and the Autark is there. Has that inspiration on kill as well, the Autark. Did that yellow buff circle on the Seer Council and everything actually around here. Got a decent radius on it, eh? Not sure exactly what that buff is. Maybe it's like, it might be just like 5% per. Jeff's not happy. This is a joke. Well, I don't know what that Stern Guard drop was all about there, bud. Was he trying to get onto the Noise Marines maybe with that jump, with that drop? Surprised by that Seer Council damage maybe. Take down the Apothecary now. Great Unclean One waddles away. He's got some Corn Worship. And here comes an Eldritch Storm. Can Jeff recover? Genki has a decent army still. And these guys still with their power melee Witchblades. They haven't gone to the heavy melee ones yet. which would threaten the Carnifex a lot more, but you've seen how effective those power melee Witchblades are against these Space Marine fellas, isn't it? There's Doom on the Vanguard. I don't think, yeah, no guide on the Seer Council though, I'm not sure why. Now she's run off. Another Carnifex on the way for Genki. Heretic still worshipping Khorne, which is healing up the Great Unclean One, as you can see. Jeff has lost his motivation. Look to the Emperor, my friend. Level 4 Apothecary. Could maybe get Terminators in it. They might still be on cooldown. Like an 8-minute cooldown, isn't it? Dark Creepers on the way now for the 4th finale. Jeff's not going to like that. Bright Lance getting good shots. It's not guided though because the Farseer is off the field. And there's the Autarch as well to help. Shotgun scouts are going to shotgun. Maybe. Oh, they chuck a grenade. Carnifex barely makes it out there. Vanguard Veterans jumping in. Hive Tyrant in the back lines. And there's an Imperial Abyss. The Tyranids dodge it though, I think, mainly. Dark Creepers now in play using their Star Swarm launcher. Very effective against those Vanguard Veterans. I mean, so is the Great Unclean One, of course. With his nasty meat cleaver thing that he has. Jeff's got to purchase something. Maybe it's going to be a Land Raider. An Eldritch has been used. So maybe he thinks the Land Raider's a bit safer. And that might prompt the Seer Council to get their heavy melee weapons out. No Exarch yet for the Dark Creepers. Is it full of population? Oh, here he comes. It's only 15 power too, this guy. It's less than an aspiring champion for the Chaos Space Marines, I think. Doom up on the Vanguard again. Oh, and I don't think they can jump out. And there's Guide on the Seer Council. They get healed, and I think they make it. Yep, Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Jeff. And is it going to be supported by triple Carnifexes? Do we have 3 of them? Or did one die? Termagant's wiping over there. May have been intentional to free up some population and therefore reduce upkeep. Get that requisition coming in. The Seer Council have been so good. Has improved the medical equipment. There's Doom on the Vanguard again. And he just saw the big spiritual rites. They do get away. Apothecary level 5. Full auto must have been used already. What's Eusebio up to? Goes after the Autarch. Stranglethorn. Double Stranglethorn, so I guess the Venom Cannon one did go down. I thought it made it out. 66 to 55. The VPs are insanely close. Triple cap low for the red team. Can the blue team break out here? Apothecary goes down. Should get revived easily. Oh, but he decides to use Lariman's Blessing, get himself back into the field quickly. 44 to 55. Bright Lance gets jumped. Seer Councilor off the field. Vanguard can get this VP back. Carnifex is stomping to the mid with a Ravener Brood. Is the Blastmaster here? Yes, it is. Getting a really good hit on that Carnifex, you know. And there's a foul snare. I'm not sure if they can get to this VP in time, the blue team. In fact, they can't even grab this one in time. Double cap at the end, wins it for the red. If there were like 5 or 6 more minutes, the blue team might have been able to drag themselves back into it. Level 5 Hive Tyrant, level 5 Apothecary. Chaos Lord level 4 did have Lightning Claws at the end. And the Farseer level 6 in this Eldar army was super dangerous. Were really well used by the Farseer. Despite some early losses. Lost some Guardians and some Banshees, but kept going. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see ya next time.